Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I like to start early. So we're at Fujimori Base in EDOdyssey system, where we ended off last night. Hi, welcome. Hi, everyone. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I encourage you to do so. Check the like button. Check the notification. And leave a poop emoji in the description. In the comments below. That'd be very nice. What's up, Jack? How you doing? The daily dose? You know, I play every day, man. So streaming has become a part of, habit. Learning how to stream, learning how to do these things. And it's a good thing. I like it. And I said to you, I said to everybody, just basically, I just don't see anybody streaming that much. And I want to keep Elite Dangerous. Thanks, Jack. You are too, man. I want to keep Elite Dangerous out there, you know what I mean? If it's not, people kind of like forget. It's like advertisements. So they go through the channels and they say, whoa, what's this? This guy is streaming every day. Why is he doing that? It must be a great game. And it is a great game. It is a great game. I wish sometimes I have to have felt like I do. That they actually put a little bit more love into it. Not that they're not. It's just not enough. They need to do more. They need to do some DLCs. I was looking at their numbers, their financials. They made some good money off of this, about almost $100 million. But it could have made more. Starfield made $1 billion, and Starfield is what it is. So anyway, we are at Fujimori Base, and I am in the I'm going to go to my grave looking for Raxxla. I'm telling you, man. For 8 years, I've been... 8 years, 8 accounts. I've been buying accounts and then doing this... doing this thing. Last year, when there was the Thargoid War, I got destroyed. I got totally wiped out. I went through Thargoid territory. I didn't realize it, and all of a sudden I get wiped out. But let's see where we are right now. I'm gonna go. 1 second, I gotta sneeze. I don't want to sneeze into the mic. I'm still fighting that ugly cold. So right now I'm at EliteDangereuse. Right, EliteDangereuse. So I'm like right here, and it's below the galactic. I want to say the galactic equator, right? Is it galactic equator or galactic medium? Right, it's below. And I want to tell you, it's in the direction that actually I know it to be. So there's LHS 3447. So right around here somewhere, right in this area, is where Raxxla is. And I'm telling you, Raxxla exists. Oh yeah, Jack, I have, right now it's 8 accounts. Elite Dangerous doesn't allow you to have multiple saves on one account. So you can only have 1 save per account. So if you get, like for instance, was it 2.5 years ago, they had the bug, and I couldn't transfer stuff into my fleet carrier, so then I got another account so I can do that. Then I got loaded on all the Odyssey goods. I got another account so I can transfer stuff out. So basically, I got 8 accounts, and the last one's $2.50 for an account. That's crazy. $2.50 for Elite Dangerous and Odyssey together. So I couldn't pass it up. So this one's the 8th account. Okay, here's Seoul, right? Seoul's right here. So look how far. We're not really that far. Seoul's only 99 light years away from where we are right now. And I said to everyone on the forums, I said it's within 150 to 200 light years from Sol, from this, yeah, from Sol, from the center, right? So it's got to be around here in this area. If I remember right, it was even below this. It's even lower, like towards the HIP 887 area. But anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I have multiple accounts because at one point I was transferring stuff from my main account over because I wanted to have empty inventory. You know, I don't like to lose inventory. Now I have the squadron carrier, and it's useful because, like for instance, if I'm doing colonization, and I have some accounts that are free. I mean, I don't play all the accounts all the time. Maybe I play 2 or 3 at one time. But I had all these accounts, and then I want to transport stuff, but I don't want to take 5 million flights back and forth. So I had 3 or 4 accounts, load up fleet carriers and transport them to the locations, and then I offloaded there, So it did work. It did help. But Elite Dangerous doesn't allow you to have, more than 1 save per account, so that sucks. So that's the problem. That's the problem. That is the problem. And I hate that about Elite, but what can you do? What can you do? There's really nothing you can do about it. Let me see. I'm looking for my save from yesterday. History. Let me see. And people keep asking me about Raxxla, so I don't know where those people are right now because I said I was going to actually do a Raxxla run, and I can show them exactly where it is, right? So, but nobody's here. Well, at least I don't know if anybody's here because who knows? Okay, so yesterday, let's see, do I have this? The route? Yeah. So yesterday, we did Formalhaut, Trappist, Ross, and we're here at Uliodino, right? So next location, SETI sector CLYD57. Now I want to be honest with you. These are definitely different than the first original ones, I can tell. How can I tell? Well, Jack, I have a semi-photographic memory. And yeah, what's up, Corvus? What's up, buddy? I have a semi-photographic memory, and there are some differences between the first list that I've ever did 7 to 8 years ago and this one. But it's generally in the same vicinity, in the Pegasi sector. And I told these guys online, Pegasi sector. But anyway, the people who text me. So anyway, I'm doing local runs. So just to show you, I'm not doing normal runs. This is a 9 light year jump ship. So I'm doing local runs. 1, alright, max 1K LY? 1K LY? Anyway, max 1K LY. But I don't, being that it only has 9, it's limited to the size of the jump. So I'm getting 5, 6, 7. That's exactly what I got the first time I did this. And that's the whole point of doing this is to try to find Raxxla. Now I have a feeling I will find it eventually if I keep going the route I did. Only thing I do remember is I think I went off target. I was going towards the system because I needed to fuel, and I saw a fuel star. And I think I went off target, so it might not be on the beaten track. It might be somewhere else. It might be off target though. Sector CLY. So we're going to do a little bit of exploration. Today's not going to be the last day. So I'm going to mark where I actually stopped. And I'm going to keep going on another day. And maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? So this one's 35 light years away. And it's 6 jumps, right? 6 jumps. This is exactly what we want. Okay. Why do I want to find Raxxla? I really don't care, man. I'm just aiming for something. If I do find Raxxla, which I think it's like a nothing burger. I want to be honest with you. They do guard the location incredibly well. They do threaten very well. My thoughts is that they'll blow you out of the sky if you don't succumb to their demands and get out within the 10-minute window that they give you. So, but if we do find Raxxla, it'll be cool. Maybe we'll force FDEF to do something with that. I don't know. Okay. So I'm flying the same basic type of ship that I flew the first time 8 years ago. Yes, it doesn't have an SCO. Okay, most of see even the power plant, everything is basic. Everything is basic. Sorry, I had to cough, so I'm gonna keep on muting so I don't cough into the mic. And so, so I don't know if we'll find assist. So this would not exist before. The power was not there. Prevent Antal was not there. So the bubble has expanded. So that's why I'm surprised that it hasn't been found yet. Which I don't know why it has not been found yet. It baffles me. Unless it has and people just don't want to say anything. Okay, so come on. Scan already. 33. So we're going to do some scans because we want to make a little bit of money, right? It doesn't give us much money. I'm actually looking for Earth-like worlds, but I'm not going to get any within this area. I had the same issue that first time. I wasn't finding Earth-like worlds. Yeah, so I like to come on every day. I like to stream every day. I'm actually love streaming now. If the OBS and YouTube connection stays, stable and they don't flip off each other, because I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they don't cooperate with each other. So okay, I'm even looking for biologicals. So I'm not finding many plants like I found that one, but I haven't found many biologicals. So I wonder if they've changed the rarity of them, or they changed something about them, because I'm not seeing biologicals as often as I normally would. You even see bacteria most of the time. You see bacteria. So if they did a change and they swapped out one module for another, basically you're not going to see that much bacteria or other singular finds on the system, on the planet. So today I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I really am thinking about building my own game. I was gonna use Unreal Engine 5, and C++, which is gonna be the same kind of modular system as Elite has. But I'm really thinking about it. I was talking to Muddy and he says, "Oh, you should, man, you should, because I can design and not design, but I can come up with great ideas for games and stuff." And it's really not that hard. It's time consuming, but it's not hard. I mean, anybody can pick up Unreal Engine and actually kind of build a game. So we're using Python to design children's games for them to learn. But so it's rudimentary. It's not very strong. It's not Unreal. It's not Cyberpunk. It's not Elite Dangerous. Let's see. Man, there's a lot of gas worlds here. A lot. Okay, let's see. You know, I think I did a lot of exploration when I first started playing this game. A lot. I did a lot of exploration. I really liked it. I even went out to Colonia in the Asp Explorer. That was cool. That took a long time. I think it took a whole week. Alright. What's up, All That Is J? All That Is J. That's nice. All That Is J. That's a nice name. That's a real nice name. All That Is J. Well, that encompasses a whole alphabetical letter. How many words is that in the English language using the letter J? All That Is J. Okay, let's see. This would be a great candidate. Actually, I see a lot of... And look at that. That's kind of like what it should look like. But these guys have already colonized that. It should be like maybe 500,000 distance. But it's already colonized, right? So let's move on. It consists all that is J. That makes a lot of sense. 28 Omega Piscium? Piscium? Yes. So we're continuing exploration. So what we're doing, let's see. Tomorrow night I'm gonna do some colonization, do a couple of claims, maybe finish off my big project, the tier 3 in space. Finish off, get started more or less. But I want to do like a little bit of a kind of a tutorial in the beginning for those who haven't done colonization. You know, you can't change persons the way they are. And keep telling Mechan these, you know, make things simple, dude. Make things simple. Because I'm trying to keep people in the game. I'm trying to get people to come to the game. That can't be all that's here. That's a very strange system. That is one strange system. That's impossible. Look at this. Just 3 suns and one. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. I'm looking for like a row of gas giants or a row of larger planets that I can swing to, right? All right, let's keep going. I can't hear the ship for some reason. Options, sounds. Did I got the volume really low? Yeah, I did. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm gonna build a tank. Not a tank, but I'm gonna use a Corsair and make a tank of it. I strengthen the shields to like 3,000. And then I'm gonna try to find a power play conflict zone, because those are my favorite. I don't know if they are still around or they've been nerfed. Either or, I'll do that, or I'll do pirates, bounty hunting. But I'm building it now, and there'll be a video about it sooner or later. But I'll show you guys when I get started what I did. I am literally putting every possible slot that I have in optionals. I'm putting Guardian Shield reinforcement. And I have shield boosters in the utility slots. It's tough trying to pick a system out towards Bernard Loop. Yeah, I know what you mean, buddy. You're probably gonna have to go beyond Bernard's Loop. If that's what you want to be, Bernard's Loop is probably gonna become another. All these little nebulas, they're all gonna become hubs, or they're gonna become like little bubbles. Mars Europe from Ghost Giraffe. He does laser cops. That's his guild. They're taking over the North American nebula. That's 1,500 light years away. I don't know how we got that far. 1,500 light years. That's pretty freaking far, man. That's very far. But there's plenty of stuff all over the place, so you don't have to choose Bernard's Loop, or you can go beyond that. Go towards Colonial, go the other way, go towards the Guardians. And don't tell me I'm getting Ivory. Come on, Ivy Cobra now. Yep, Ivy Cobra. Jesus. Not even 10 minutes of gameplay. When you get Ivy Cobra, you have to completely come out if you are... Moriarty, how are you? You get Ivy Cobra, you have to completely come out of the game and start over from Steam, because that means that Steam disconnected itself from the game. There are places to go and colonize. I'm building a bridge. There's nothing around me. Good for you, Moriarty. I didn't even get... Did we get the pre-engineered cargo racks already? So you're able to use them? In that case, I'll use it tomorrow. We'll see what I'm going to do. So tomorrow I'm going to do... Tomorrow I will do colonization. And I want to do a little bit of groundwork on Friday. And then Saturday will be power play. Bounty hunting. Either power play conflict zones or bounty hunting. Either or. Whichever one works. Oh, you have to pick it up? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Jay. That's because they become the. I think because the stars become less more. I mean, they become more rare. So you're not gonna get 15 light year range. After a while, you can't go to the edge of the galaxy. That's for sure. I think out there is like 100, 150 light year distance between stars. So I'm gonna fly solo because it keeps disconnecting me out of the group, the private group. Yeah, so you kind of like have to go within if I had a map, I can tell you kind of have to go within kind of like the habitable zone of the galaxy, or towards the center of the galaxy. You know, most people are going towards the center because the space between stars will become less and less. I mean, it'll become closer and closer, and they'll be able to pick up a bunch of stars. They can colonize closer to the center of the galaxy. But past that, I don't know, Bernard's Loop. Now this is going to do what it did yesterday. I'm going to have to wait 10 hours for it to man, I hate Ivory Cobra. So how much more is the 5? How much is it? Like 11 more tons, or what? What is the difference between the normal 5 and the? It's supposed to be like 11 tons, I think. Which matters if you're hauling stuff for a station. So we did pretty good the other day. We might like once 48. It's 48. Okay. So so it's 8 more. Is it 8 more or is it? Wait a minute. It's 64. 64, 32, 64. I forget. We did pretty good the other day with mining for merits. We got 25,000 merits for a couple hours of mining. Deep core was, yeah, it should be. So it's 11 more because it's supposed to be 32, I think. Okay, here I am. Alright, Pisceum. Where am I? Which is still good. I mean, no matter what, you're getting more weight, more tonnage. Which is cool. Okay, 8 bodies. So the way I did that is if you press the middle roller key, you can do the honking also. I don't know if you guys knew that. I'm just making sure. So after I finish the Corsair, the tank, I'm gonna actually turn in some care packages. You know, it's it's really retarded that I'm worried about care packages more than I'm worried about playing the game. Because once those care packages are all gone, then I can just do power play non-stop. I don't have to worry about collecting any more care packages. My suggestion to FDev was simple. It requires very little coding. There's a very low risk for bugs and repair and having to follow up, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do it. Okay, that's it, 100%. Let's see the system. Yeah, there's nothing here. You see how he built this system? Check this out. Look at that. He put something in orbit. Every single one of them has a satellite or something. So this is like, what is it? Satellite? I don't even know. Probably a satellite or a relay station. Okay. So he got points for that. Then he builds something else. Now he's building another satellite over here. This is probably his first station. Vision. Who knows? But he used this system very well. Look at that. Only 6 planets. Right? What's on here? One. Only like one thing on the surface. Industrial. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Nothing here. Oh, I lost my crap, man, because I just DC'd. Where am I going? SETI sector CLY D. It's like 2 more jumps. Okay. So these wouldn't be systems that you normally go to, because they're kind of out of the way, right? And so you basically out of the way. These are out of the way systems. But let's see what happens. If we find it, we find it. Alright. Tomorrow we'll do some colonization, then we'll do power play, conflict zones, and I want to do some ground war. I need to get some war bonds. Believe it or not, I haven't gotten elite in mercenary. When you have a moment, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to share my colonized system with you and get your thoughts on how you build it. Alright, sure, just put it in chat. Put your the address in chat. Location, and I'll look at it. Well, I gotta actually. Do you have a picture of it? Because I actually have to actually scan it to get the layout. Yeah, if you have do you have a picture of it somewhere? Maybe on the forums. IC 4604 sector. Yeah, I probably have not scanned that yet. 1 second. So my thinking is this: if you have all that is J, okay, because this game can be played the way you want. I mean, there's no good way, there's no bad way of playing the game. Your primary goal when you're starting, not sure where to post a picture. Well, Go look in my description. Go look in the description and post it in the Discord. No, you can't, Moriarty. You can trade focus crystals out for other things. You can like, okay, this one has a actual planet. I think it's a water world. So you can trade from other crystals to focus. Yeah. Yeah, so go in Discord and drop it in Discord in the channel. It's open, so you don't have to have like a password or anything. So just go there and drop it in DRKK or Dragster, whichever one. Doesn't matter. And I'll look at it if you have a picture of it. But what you're looking for when you find the system, you're looking for where the flag is. And this is very important. That primary planet is probably the most important planet. So if it doesn't have at least 3 on the surface and maybe 2 in the sky, locations that you can colonize with, then it's gonna make you work harder. Okay? Because the initial construction, the Coriolis and the T3, are free. My Discord link is invalid. Hold on a second. That is not good news. That is not good news, man. My man. Discord. Let me see. Invalid? How can you say that? Let me see. This is the RKK server. Do you have a Discord handle? What's your Discord handle? I just invite you. What's your Discord handle? Well, at least you know now. Thank you for telling me. No, actually, that's very good. Thank you. Actually, that's very helpful. But I don't know where to find the actual Discord server settings. It would be in server settings, right? Server tag. Yeah, I'll find it. Server something or other. Okay, if you have a Discord handle, I'll just invite you. That's amazing. How is that not working? Invite to channel, mute server notification, server settings, server profile. Server profile is what? Doesn't say. Let me see. Let me look it up. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Click the server name, open server menu, invite people, click copy. Okay, so here's the server, invite to channel, and Discord, this one. Okay, here goes. I found it. Okay. Thank you for telling. Is it just, can you, I can't look at it. Can you tell me if that's the same one? Let me see, hold on. It looks like the same one, my friend. Yeah, it looks like the same one. Here. Paste. That's what it says in the channel there. Let me see if I press it, what happens? No, go to site. No. Yeah, it goes to the Discord channel. Make sure you don't have pop-up blocker. Okay. Okay, good. It looks like it's working. I might have missed a couple of letters or something. Is that you, Rawwen? Rawwen? Okay, cool. All right, so let's do some scanning here. Let's finish this. Yeah. So put your pick in here and let me see what it looks like. But I'm not like a aficionado of colonization, man. There's a lot to learn. And I'm not gonna write a 100-page book like Mechan or something. I keep teasing him about it because he just everything has to be complicated with the guy. So, and I said to him, dude, you're gonna scare people off. You know, you don't have a 100-page book on the colonization. I only have the need of 1 page. The thing is, before yo, did you go in all this, Jay? I don't know if you're in or not. Before they made some changes, planets were affecting the settlements that were being built, right? More than the actual economy. So a planet, if you had to build on a rocky world, you had to build a refinery on a rocky world, right? You had to build agriculture on an ice world. Okay, but now you can build anywhere. It doesn't matter. The economies will be affected slightly, right? So you might get some. If you're on an icy world, you're gonna get some effects from agriculture. If you built 15 agricultural stations, that's gonna affect whatever else you built in the system. So the economies kind of overlap each other depending on how many things you have in that system. But the first thing that you have to do is figure out where you're going to plop that first one. That first flag is crucial because the first outpost, here's a biological. That's a biological. Very nice. There's 5 of them on this. That's good. I was getting worried that they fixed things the wrong way. There's a 3. So what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't build anything less than a Coriolis as your first build because it's free. Now, if you have the guts to build a T3, it's a lot of work. It'll take you a whole month to actually build a T3 if you're flying solo. If you're in a guild, you can probably build it pretty fast. I keep saying guild like it's Dungeons and Dragons or something. But if you have a planet with at least 3 locations for settlements and at least 2 in orbit, you're golden. Okay? And then you can build a Coriolis or even a Osceolus, or whatever the hell they're called. A T3 or a T2. Okay. So that's my opinion. That's basically all the colonization is in a nutshell. It's that first build, and you gotta build a refinery. That's the first thing, because 80% of all your materials are gonna come from a refinery. So whatever else you're gonna build in that system, you're gonna need CMM composites, steel, titanium, aluminum, liquid oxygen, and copper. Everything's going to be in that one refinery. Okay, so that's my opinion. That's what you should do. Okay, so that now we finish with this. It doesn't seem like this place is it. This is being colonized. Yeah, everything's here. And this is not that far away. Just 22,000 light years. Should be at least 50 to 500,000. Let's keep going. Do I have a destination? Okay, so we're done with this one. SETI sector. But we have to go to C6 and scan. C6 is where? Holy crap, it's all the way out there. And I don't have SEO drive. Do we have anything close I could swap out for SEO? No. Okay, let's go. Scan the water. Well, I don't want to scan the water world. Let's keep going. SETI sector CLYD 55. Alright. SETI sector CLY D55. And this one looks like there's Earth-like world. 2 jumps. 5 jumps. Whoa. See, that's something that would happen when I found it. I would have to do 5 jumps. That's fine. Okay. Oh, here we go. Rawin just sent me a nice picture. Let's see. That looks like a nice picture, man. That's a kick-ass system. Hoo-hoo, that's nice. So where was your initial? Where's your first? It looks like it's the 6th planet. Is that your first one? Okay, you got a 3. You got a 3. You got a 5. I can't tell what else you got in that first batch of planets. Yeah, it looks delicious, man. It looks like a good system to colonize. Did you test out the rings and see what's in the rings? Do you have any kind of like anything tasty in the rings that you can mine? But this looks like a great system. If you've built your if you actually build your refinery already, then you should be okay. If you build your refinery. First station we built was the one on the gas giant. Aye. That's a rough one. Then you built a gas. It looks like you built right. You built a Coriolis. Okay. It looks good to me, man. I mean, you got to build a refinery, right? Surface and port station above the planet, because they're gonna give you different. They're gonna give you different materials, right? So you have to build a refinery. You have to build something of a high tech high tech station, right? And don't do anything less than the Coriolis, because you want to have the landing pad. You want to have a large landing pad. You know, unless you're okay with running medium ships all the time. And after you've done that, then you can go with industrial, and then after that you can go with agriculture and tourism. Agriculture and tourism is unnecessary. You're not going to need that much stuff. 1 and 2. So let's go and get these guys scanned. Zenus. So my opinion is you're doing fine. I mean, if you've already done, the. See, most people won't build the necessary things that they need first. The refinery. You got to build a refinery first. But if you have that out of the way, you're golden. You know, you need an orbital one first. So you got to have a refinery in orbit so you can go back and forth and into the planet and all that to get to the planet to get stuff delivered to the second station you're going to build on the surface. And you can go with a medium if you have enough high tech in the system. If you have enough satellites and enough relays, you don't need to build a T3 at all in the whole system. Because you will get over 25 tech in the system, so you can have a shipyard and universal cartography and all the other stuff that you need in the system. So the key is you got to have 25 points, tech points, right? You got to have that 25, number 25. Just remember that. So you can achieve that with satellites, relays, and orbital things, right? Which are easier to build. Satellites are cheap. They're 2,000 or something material. So the first thing I do, if I had this system, the first thing I would do is build a refinery. But you already started with Coriolis around that planet. I don't know. I didn't see any. 1 second. Let me just slow down because I'm going to hit the planet. Let me see. Did I see? Okay, so you only have one more spot. So you have the Coriolis and one more spot. Okay, so this is your Coriolis is tourist, right? It's a tourist economy, right? That's what it says. It doesn't say high tech, that's for sure. So it should say tourist. That's probably what it says. That's what sucks when you're building these things, because it's like if you don't have. Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I have an extraction settlement, but not a refinery. Yeah. Yeah, extraction's gonna give you the materials like cobalt, thallium. They're not gonna give you anything that's valuable. But an extraction station will give you some of the equipment to build other stations. So like what you see where you have the 5, you have a 5 there, and you put a satellite in orbit. Okay, and you also have around that first ring world, that first gas giant, you have a 0 and a 3. That's ideal right there. That's a perfect location. Okay, because then you can build a Coriolis in orbit, and 2 refineries and a medium-sized city port on the planet. So that can be your refinery right there. I can't see the other ones. Oh, you got a 0-4 here. The first planet right after the asteroid. That's a good one too, right there. So there, I would actually build the refinery, 2 refineries on the surface, and a medium-sized, a T2 city on the surface, and then in the orbit, I'd build a Coriolis. Okay. and maybe another maybe outpost here on in the second orbital position. But that's a good location too. You got some great locations actually. I can't tell what's after the. You have the fourth planet. I can't tell what the fourth planet is, or the third planet, because it's blocking the number what you got there. I can't tell. Yeah, so I would build a refinery so you can have materials for other things to build. Surface and an orbital refinery, and after that build a high tech. But you only have my position with the high tech would have been if that where your initial construction is, where you have your ships, that ring world, that gas giant. If it had two locations, two satellite locations, I could have gotten the high tech there. You get me? But that's a ideal position for high tech, but it's only one location, so it's not one satellite or one relay is not going to affect it that much. It'll remain a tourist spot. It's probably tourist agriculture. I don't know what else it could be. So but you have a great system actually. You have a lot to work with. A ton you can work with. You really do. You do have a great system, actually. That's what I actually look for when I'm hunting for star systems to colonize. I'm looking for something like that. Yeah, your first 3 planets. What are the first 3 planets? Because you have some of them covered there. I don't see what the numbers are, but it looks fantastic, actually. The first one you have a 04. I think it's a 04. That one's a great location. The 03 is a great location. The third planet, I don't know what that is. Yeah, so you got to build a refinery, then you got to build a tech station. So you can actually build on the 04. You can build, if you have a 05, that would be great. But I don't know. The third planet and the fourth planet, I can't see what they are. So, yeah, if you tell me what the third and fourth planet are, that'll be great. The third and fourth planet. That'll be fantastic. But if you have like 5, a location that has 5, you can do 2 tech, 2 refineries, right? So 2 tech stations, 2 refineries, 1 surface settlement, T2, and 1 Coriolis in space. That is an ideal scenario. Those things put together, because you got refinery and tech together. Okay, and then you have you both of those economies are going to be hit with tech and refinery in space and on the surface. Or you can just, because you have so many great locations, you can separate them. So you can do just refinery as a port, or just high tech as a port. So you have tons of great locations. I mean, that's a hub right there. That's a beautiful hub. So you can, if you build that, it actually will be a great hub for the surrounding area. You're gonna have people flocking to your system to get materials, because that's a great hub. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That was important before they did the last update with economies. You'll get an extra bonus on refinery, or you'll get some refinery material, metals or whatever, and some refinery equipment that you'll be able to sell. But that doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't even. Number 6 is a water world. Okay, I know. Number 6 is a water world? Oh, yeah, I see that. 6 is a water world, huh? How about, because I can't see the numbers, the third planet and the fourth planet. The third and fourth planet. How many positions does it have? How many positions does it hold? Well, that's a great system right there. Congratulations. That's hard to find. Stuff like this is hard to find. Very hard to find. Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at it now. I gotta show this to peoples. Let me see. How can I actually save image? Oh, look at that. Oh my god, that's beautiful. The third planet is beautiful. It's ideal. It's ideal. You got 5 and you got 2 in orbit. That's gorgeous. Let me show everybody. How do I show this in OBS? Application? No. Let me see. No. No. Cancel. Let me see. OBS. Okay, Discord. Is this it? Oh, goodness God. Anyway, it's a good system. I don't know how to deal with this Discord thing. Let me scan this and keep going, because yeah. Let me see if I can. I don't even know how to do this. Save image. Save image screenshot to downloads. Save. And then I want to show image. Image. Okay. And downloads. Here we go. Okay, you are in, dude. There it is. You see the third planet? You see the third planet? That's gorgeous. Right there would be ideal. 2 refineries, 2 high-tech, 1... I don't know what you build in that location, but I would put 1 T2 surface station and then 1 Coriolis in space with another high-tech like relay. So you got 3, it will be 3 high-tech, 2 refineries, but the high-tech will be small. So they'll be like equal with each other. So you got 3 high-tech, 2 refineries, and so you'll have everything you need just in that one spot. Just in that one spot. You'll have high-tech, you'll have 95 to 98% of all your materials right there that you need to construct. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely beautiful. That's what I look for. Like a 5er or 6 or 7, I look for those kind of things, because then I know I can actually build. But you did good. You did actually very good, actually. That's a great system. That's a great, and you can make that a hub. And if you build all these stations, you're definitely going to make tons of money off of it too. Because my system that I have something similar, I'm getting about 2 million from just that one system. So every week. So it's beautiful, actually. Good job. Good job. Ogre B, what's up, man? Yeah, the refineries should have been the first thing. That's what I suggest when people like ask me for advice. The refinery should be the first thing you build. The first thing, because you need the materials to build other stuff. You need the materials. So And a refinery will give you, I want to say, even 90% of materials. So check it out, see what you have to do for a refinery, but I would choose that fiver, the one with the 5 on the surface, as a refinery port. It looks like it's a rocky surface anyway. Is that high metal or rocky? What's up, buddy? You're farming? I'm trying to find Raxxla. I have my finger up my butt, can't find the damn thing. So yeah, so if you're gonna build, I would say it looks like it's a rocky surface. Is that rocky or high metal content world? It looks like a rocky surface. I mean, that's what I'm guessing it is. So yeah, I would use that. Why is Discord not giving me... Why is it not giving me... I see the chats in the channel, but it's not translating to OBS. That's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, it's a really good system. Planet 5. Planet 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the lab. Okay. I don't know if I would have done that in orbit. If you're gonna make something of a high tech, you only have one spot in orbit on that planet. So I would have done, since it's only one spot, I would have done more like Coriolis, and then on the surface done all high tech. Okay. And then this way, what am I doing? This way, oh, there's a Earth-like world here. This way, that would cover high tech, and I would have gotten what I need for high tech. You see, you need a bunch of things for high tech. Don't discount high tech. Holy crap! I had to fly 100 and something light years in my unengineered cargo ship just to get, what the hell did I get? It was microcontrollers. That's right, microcontrollers. That's a high-tech item. That high-tech a station cell. Okay, they're very rare. And I had to travel 100, like 8 jumps just to get microcontrollers. So my opinion is, you don't discount high tech. You're gonna see you emergency power cells, that plus another couple of other things that you need. And not a lot of people build high tech stuff around you. You're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find high tech stuff around you. You're gonna have to travel back to the bubble. That's what I had to do on a few occasions. So refinery in succession, in this order, it's refinery, high tech, industrial, agriculture, and then extraction. And then in those 5, you'll have everything you need. Yeah, I see your point, but you can't get around not having a refinery. That location where you initially started, that first location, I wish you would have had 2 spots. Then you would have put too high tech in orbit, then that would have affected the Coriolis, and you would have gotten that economy going over there. But it sucks you only had one spot. Not like I know everything. It's just that it's like trial and error, and I see what I did wrong. The first systems I built, might as well just delete everything, you know. And then I realized what I needed materials, because I have more than 30 something systems. I don't even know how many I have, to be honest. I lost count. So I look for a specific thing, and then I get that in that system. Then I build a hub, and then I start building smaller things. Okay, let me keep going. I'm kind of jealous. You did good. That's a good system, actually. That's a very good system. Very hard to find stuff like that. You have a lot of 5s, a lot of 4. You got a lot of ability there. A lot is open to you. Yeah, but there's... So if you have that as a primary, then you can branch out from that. You know? That's what you want to do, because you want to be able to branch out. Alright. One body. Alright, let's keep going here. Where am I going? Yeah, that's a good system. I'm proud of you, actually. That's very, very good. Just see what you can do with it. Let me see if I can pull up mine. No, I won't be able to, because this is a new tune. This is a new account. Yeah, I won't be able to for sure. Nope. Nope, I can't. But maybe another stream I'll show you guys what I did. Well, you'll see it tomorrow. Tomorrow I plan on doing some colonization. Yeah, so normally if I find a system that has like this one that I found had 80 locations, about the same orbital, 70 something orbital, 80 planetary. That is a lot, and it was perfect. It has a lot of things that I can build on. But the more, just be warned, the more Coriolises you build, the more higher number of settlements you build, the more you're gonna require, the more of these construction points, you're gonna need. Like my T3 that I'm building in one of my systems, it needed 12 construction points. The green ones, the larger ones. Okay, so let's scan. There's nothing of value here, but who knows? It might be hiding in plain sight. What system is this? HIP 898. Yeah, that's a good system. It's getting me back into colonization. I'm gonna go and start colonizing again. But first I want to build my Corsair, my tank. This is a 9. This is a 9. Huh. I'm honestly thinking that they moved it because when Horizon, maybe the star systems are different Horizon to Odyssey. But I'm sometimes I actually think that they moved it. Because there's no way I missed it. 8 years I've been doing the same thing every year, trying to find it, and I go in the same location, same directions, scan hundreds of planets, hundreds of systems. You can't tell me that I bypassed it every single time. This system seems like something good. I'm looking for stuff like this. But it has settlements. So that means that it's not here. I need to bust out Mechan's book and read more on refineries. It's not that complicated, dude. Mechan makes everything complicated. He's writing a PhD on colonization. I love the guy, but he just makes everything complicated. Even Thargoid hunting. So it's like this. You need 2 large. If you're gonna build one refinery, needs 1 large construction point. You can get a large construction point by building medium or large size settlement, or you can build a satellite that's large. Okay, now I'll give you a green construction point, and that construction point you use for refinery. And you got to have at least 2 for a settlement, for an outpost. So your Coriolis should have at least 2. Okay, have a Coriolis in space. It's gonna give you a certain amount of materials, and it'll be in space, so you'll be able to land on it without having to fly down into the planet. And then build one on the surface, because on the surface you're gonna get the CMM composites and the ceramic composites. You need those 2 also. Ceramic composites and CMM composites are necessary, right? So, what do you mean singularities are terrifying to come across? What do you mean by that, Daniel? Daniel Rockwell. What's singular? You mean a black hole? You've seen a black hole? Or have you seen something else that we don't know about? New ships and their performance. The new ships. Corsair. Right now, I even with the amount of stuff I'm gonna put into it, it can boost to 600. The T11 can boost to 600. What's good about the new ships? You can use the SEO drives. The old ships, if you put an SEO drive in the old ship, it flies all over the place and it overheats super fast. Within seconds, it's already boiling to death. Like I tried that on the Eagle and it was on fire. Like fire was coming off the dashboard. Right? He went inside a singularity. Did he come out the other end? Okay. So let's look at this system. So I'm looking for... Look at this system. This is beautiful. But they have settlements here. The 9th one. Yeah, these are settlements. Love that for Daniel. Kind of like Land of the Lost. You go through the mouth of the Tyrannosaurus Rex and you come out the other end, huh? Yeah, all the new ships are phenomenal. Cause why? They use you use the SEO drive. So the old ships don't have that capability, and I posted a suggestion to FDev to make a module that would adapt the SEO to an old ship. So you just put it in your optionals, kind of like a Super Cruise Assist or Advanced Landing Docking Computer. Kind of like that module that you can make your SEO adjust to the old ship. But nothing yet, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's true, Ogre B. You can use it on the old ships, but they overheat very fast, and then they late. Oh, there it goes. I'm connected again. Like I said, OBS, man. OBS and YouTube does not work well together. They don't like each other. Sorry about that. Water World. Okay. So what was I saying, Ogre B? Where are you, buddy? What was I saying? Come on. You guys missed it. I just got interdicted. Sorry about that. I'm reconnected now. I just got interdicted. Your mind now. What is my opinion on new ships? I actually love all of them. Okay. Let's see if I'm okay. Yeah, Daniel, I don't know, man. It's not OBS. OBS is running fine. It's like connection to YouTube. For some reason, YouTube and OBS don't like each other. Sometimes YouTube kicks me out. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm just like this time it's early. It usually happens about the second hour. So let me go see this world. Planet 3. Here. Okay, so what was I saying? Anyone doing Jessup scavenger hunt for those cannibals? No. I mean, better than watching the LTR while you wait for the arrival at Hutton. The scavenger hunt, they have some nice skins, but it's like Python and the Asp Explorer. Are you for real? And then I already have that suit with the pumpkin head. It's not that attractive. Trust me. You're not gonna wear it every day. It's just not something you're gonna wear every day. So if you're gonna do it, do it. I'm waiting for the new community goal. Come on, man. Give us a 7 and an 8 cargo rack. I want bigger. I want bigger. Only 2 ship skins for Halloween and 40 million credits. Yeah, if the ship skin was maybe for because it's for the Asp Explorer and the Python, the old Python, right? I have better ship skins for the Python already, and kits and all that, and the Asp Explorer. So it'd been nice to do something for like the Panther Clipper, right? Or even the I mean the new ships. If they did something for the new ships. But they got that funky like ghost looking skin for the new ships. I don't know. There should be a CG soon. They're not gonna wait that long to put another CG. Yeah, I have a lot of skins for Python and a lot of kits. You know, there's the one with the, it was like the exploration kit. There's the mining kit, and the Asp has an exploration kit too. So it's like, if I'm gonna fly the Asp or the Python, I'm gonna put those kits on, right? And the pumpkin head, you're gonna wear for a week or two, and then you're gonna take it off because it's no longer. You're gonna wear it for Christmas. Hey, look, Mom, I got a pumpkin head for Christmas. Take that off, son. No, Mom, I really like it. Take it off now. Your mom was a smoker, that's why she sounds like that. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Alright, Pegasus Sector JWWC. This looks familiar. JWWC 121. Eventually I will find you. You're like, I feel like Captain Ahab and Raxxla is the Moby Dick. You know? That's the way I feel. Because I actually been in that system. Alright. 10 jumps? Jesus. See something like this. Something like this. You know, you're getting off the beaten path, and so it's sending you crazy directions. Yeah, I gotta do something with the Python. I'm gonna actually rebuild the Python. I had like 3 Pythons, all doing different things. The new Python doesn't really have storage, you know, doesn't have the optionals, but they have some killer. They have 4 class 3 hard points and 2 class 2s, which is great for Thargoid. It's fantastic for Thargoid. But really no internals, no not internals, like optionals. Daniel, this one has a jump range of 9. But I'm doing the local route because originally when I started I was stupid, and so I didn't know how to use the galaxy map and change the settings. And I was poor, so I couldn't buy a great FSD. So I only had a jump range of 9, and I remember at first I didn't even have a fuel scoop. because it was too, and the DSS. I didn't have a DSS, so what do? You fly towards the planet. So I used to fly towards planets to scan them because I had no money. Okay. So this has a jump range of 9, and I'm doing local. Right? I'm doing local. I set it to local. That's why it's 10 jump economical route. Local or economical route, right? So that's why I'm getting such a small jump range. Ooh. This has 2 water worlds. Let's scan these. These are some monies. Let's see. Jesus, this is way out. What's the... C3 and C5. So I'm trying to copy the original way I flew the ship. So I build, even though I can build a hauler that can get 38, 40 jump range, I'm actually not doing that. I'm trying to do very little jump range so I can stay within local and hopefully bump into Raxxla, because that's what I did the first time, right? When I outfitted the first ship, I remember I had nothing left. I had like 1,000 credits left. And I was like looking forward to getting the DSS and getting the and getting a fuel scoop. So that's basically why I did what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing. It's kind of you're probably thinking, why the hell is he doing that? Well, I'm trying to copy the way I flew back then. And maybe I'll have luck and bump into it again. Like Ahab, trying to find Moby Dick. So this system has 2 water worlds. 2 water worlds. Well, we'll scan them quick and get out of here. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. Let me see what I put for Discord. You said that it's the wrong address. See, here's the issue. That's why I disconnected. I forgot to tell you guys. For some reason, OBS, Discord, and my OBS, YouTube, Discord, and my VPN doesn't work well together for some reason. So every time I have Discord on, let me see. Every time I have Discord on, it disconnects like crazy. It looks like it's the same one, man. Let me see. NRB. Yeah, it is the wrong one. You're right. Discord channel. Paste. Okay. Save that. No wonder people haven't been coming. I'm like, I figured I should have 100 people in Discord by now. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if the Night Wolves are here, this is not the system. In any case, so the story goes like this. I don't know if you're interested in hearing that. Chat disconnected. Why is chat disconnected? I'm having all sorts of issues. Okay. So here's the story. 8 years ago, when I first originally bought this game, I played for about 5 minutes. I put it down because I didn't know that flight assist off meant that the ship was going to go everywhere. And it was just, I couldn't control it. I couldn't play it, so I just put it aside. I watched Hawks Gaming, and that's how I started playing this game. I watched Hawks Gaming, and in his description, I think I put him in the description, but he had a lot of tutorials on Elite Dangerous. How to make your 40 million right away so you can buy the Python, etc., etc. So then he brought up the fact, make sure you turn your flight assist on, right? So I said, wait a minute, that means that's why I was going all over the place. So I went back into the game. It was almost a year later, because I didn't play it for a year. I had an Apple computer, Mac. It was on my Mac. And just when I started playing, they stopped the service for Macs, for Apples. So I played a little bit, right? And I didn't have what I had now. I didn't have a DSS. I didn't have a fuel scoop. So basically, I used to just fly into the planets and scan them. That's how I used to get my scan. Back then, you didn't have to do a planetary scan to get everything. Okay, you just had to fly close enough to that the scanner picks up the planet, and then you're done. So you do 2 or 3 of them and you move on. Well, I was poor, so I only had 1,000 credits when I went out with my hauler, and I was trying to make as much as I can. So I decided when I got into the system, and I want to say that the planets were pretty far out, 50,000, maybe 500,000 light years out. But it had gas giants and it had moons, and I felt, let me go and scan these. So I flew out there with my hauler, figuring I just have to get close enough. And as soon as I get close to some of the gas giants, in the description, right? In the description, the lower left-hand corner, Raxxla Dark Wheel came up. And in the right, on the top where it says info, said, warning, you've entered a restricted area, leave within 10 minutes or get blown out of the sky. And then a counter clock comes on in your middle of the screen, counting down 10 minutes. Okay? So I had scanned a bunch of stuff and I was afraid to lose it, so I just tried to get the hell out of there as fast as possible, not knowing that I just found my Moby Dick. Okay? So afterwards I got out. I had 5 minutes to spare. I found this because I had no fuel, so I had to find a system that had something that I can land in. Right, so I found something after about 5 minutes, and I went that direction. So it's near habited areas. There are inhabited areas, inhabited systems nearby. Later on, I go into the codex, and I'm like, what is Raxxla? Why the hell did I get this? I was remembering the book on Raxxla, the first book, The Dark Wheel, from the thing that they gave with the box when you bought the game. And then I saw Raxxla. I'm like, I was there, but I don't have the logs because they were on the Apple. They won't give me the logs. They say, oh no, we don't have the logs from 2018. I asked them specifically for 2017, 2018, and I told them why I wanted the logs. They said to me, we don't have the logs from 2018. But I asked for 2017, 2018. So I think they knew that I was the one who actually bumped into that system. I didn't get to go. as far as getting close to the planet. Remember, I had a hauler with basically no shield, and you know, getting blown out of the sky, they would have done in 1 or 2 shots. But since then, I've been trying to find this location. Every time I build the same type of ship, and I try to go and scan in the same area that I was back then. This is my Moby Dick, you know. So people come online on the forums and say all sorts of things, and I kind of opened my mouth and said, no, it's easily found. You just have to fly towards the planets. You have to fly towards them. It's kind of like a res zone. If you don't go, when you end up going close to the actual ring world, and they have you scanning the rings with your scanner, then you pick up new res zones in that area. It's kind of like that. They're hiding in plain sight. People have actually been there before. I'm sure of it. And they've scanned it. Okay? But it's just no one's actually done what no one did what I did. Because I think it's pretty far out. And it's not a system you want to actually colonize. I don't believe there's any habitable or any landable planets. I don't remember. That one I don't remember. I was just trying to scan the gas giants. Anyway, that's my story. Take care, buddy. See you, Daniel Rockwell. Thank you for coming along. Anyway, eventually this stops. Eight. Yeah, every day I try to find, every time I build a new account I try to find it. But I've been unsuccessful so far. And I'm always traveling the same direction, but I figured if there were maybe 10 to 20 people doing the same way, we're all traveling the same direction, but we're doing the satellites like the systems next to the one I'm traveling in, then we'll find it eventually. We do like mowing the lawn kind of thing, carpeting the whole place. Icy body. Okay. Yeah, this is a colonized system. Night wolves. Let's keep going. Let me see, do I have any X'd out systems around here? See how I am? I'm way below the... Yeah, I'm in the proper location. I'm in the proper location. I definitely am. Let's see. Let's keep going. I don't know if you guys want to hang along for the ride, but it would be nice to have witnesses when I actually hit that system and see the same thing I saw last time. Where am I at? 147. .44. This is a good system to colonize. Let's see. Wow, look at that. That's nice. Let's see what it looks like. Who's a system architect? Oh, it's previously established. So, something like that. That's nice. So, it's, you can't colonize this. Okay. Well, I'm not going to scan this. No need. I'm looking for Earth-like worlds now, so let's save some time by moving on. It's previously colonized, so that means that it's done by the AI. It's not something anybody built. Okay. Well, look at here. This is an uncolonized system. Anarchy primary fuel star. Did you guys pick up your cargo racks yet and your cash? I have not. I have not yet. Two bodies. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do some colonization and claim some systems. And then, I'm gonna work on my T3 because one of the stations that I have in that system already has a refinery on it, so I'll be able to load up the T3 with materials from the refinery. It should be quick enough. 8. Let's see, do we have any? No water worlds. No. That's a wild system. Huh. Alright. Let's keep going. Somebody already colonized it. So I bought a Mandalay. I don't have a Corsair on this account yet. But I definitely will have a Corsair, 2 Corsairs actually. One that will be tank, a battle tank, and one will be an all-purpose ship. I can do probably power play. But 5 bodies. I gotta see. Commander Blade Runner UK. He already colonized this system. Very nice. So I plan to take the 5,000 light year plunge for engineers and start to get the engineers done. But I want to do more power play, finish off level 100, and get more care packages, because I actually got loaded up with care. I had every material I needed to upgrade the Mandalay. Everything. And like I said before, there's I think they put in the care packages to kind of ease the grind of getting materials. 'Cause this is a grind and a half to do it. Even though for me is a joy. Okay, this one has something here. Let me see. I actually do like to get materials. Doesn't bother me to grind out materials. Oh, it's an icy body. Is there anything in the system? Is nav beacons? Somebody. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Anyway. That one will be exploration. I've already plotted out like dozens of planets to actually do that in. I don't know if you guys are gonna watch that. Me go planetary, planet to planet scanning stuff. But there's 13 billion on the list that I actually put together. 5,000 light year run. So I wasn't planning on doing it every day. I was planning on doing it a couple of times a week. Because I'd lose my mind if I actually went and tried to scan every day. Okay, last system. And this is Pranav on Tal. I'm gonna actually turn in some things. See how much money I made so far. Probably not much. You make more off of exobiology. Exobiology is the king. And that's why I think the new thing that they're going to come out with is exobiology in space. Because now you scan planets and you're barely making anything. Right? I'm doing this scan and I'm not making any money, so it's like you gotta have to scan the planet itself to make something off of it. And who is gonna individually scan planet to planet? So they're gonna, I think they've added exobiology in space. A1, let's go here and scan this. That's what I think they're doing. And that would make sense why they have a freaking fighter bay in a mining ship. I made 25%. Where's 25%? Oh, you were top 25? Good for you, man. Jeez, that's fantastic. Top 25%. Yeah, I just wanted enough to be at 75. At 75, I got 8 accounts. One is at 50. That's 900 million between all the accounts together. So this community goal's gotten me at least almost $1 billion. Plus every one of the accounts has a cargo rack, which is a big thing. And I didn't have, every one of them has a panther clipper, so I didn't have to do much work. 4 or 5 runs, that's about it. And there was a planet nearby that had cobalt, and the system had cobalt, so I just went there, got cobalt, dropped it off. That was the end of that. Good for you, Jack. You guys are rock stars. I'm mediocre compared to you guys. Shit, why am I being interdicted? Anthony Oldham is interdicting me because he thinks I have something in my cargo holder. I'm the poorest. Look where I'm at. Anthony, I was like right next to the planet, scanning the planet, dude. I'm not carrying anything, man. I don't have a cargo hold. What are you, nuts? Get out of here. Go away, Anthony. Oldham. Anthony Oldham. That's the second time I got interdicted. You guys are rock stars. Top 25, man. That's craziness. I was happy to be at 75. Remember, if you listen to one of my the rock list, the metal list, the first song is "Mediocrity is Everlasting." That's an awesome song. Listen to it. Glory is fleeting, mediocrity is everlasting. If I would have done 25% with every one of my alts. If they had a second cargo rack at 25% or something. You know, like at 75 you get a 4, and at 25 you get a 5. That would have been decent. Then you get 2 cargo racks. Oh, yay. Let's go and see what we can get. We have any ports? Yeah, we have a port. This is a good system. Look at this system. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is great. Check this out, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. So you got a 6, right? Commander Joshush. I don't know. You got a 6, a 5, and a 7. 6, 5, and 7. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And oh, he's got more down here. Look at this. He's got another 6 and another 5 here. and a 3 and a 3. So this is a fantastic system, actually. This is a great system. Great system. Good job finding this. Alright. This is a great system to actually colonize. I really gotta get an SEO, but I want to do local, man. And if I get a larger jump range, I'm not gonna get the local that I want. The economical. Alright, so we are at Pegasi Sector JWC121. Let me see. Do I have a window for it? Yeah, this is it. Oh, that's not it. This one. No, that's not it either. Huh? Route. There we go. So basically we are here at this number 7. Normally you would finish a lot more, but I've done the economical routes so that you saw I did like 10 jumps to get to this location, right? And I did that from Fomalhaut to here, and by now I should have hit in between here and point number 16, which is called Majandi. I should hit it, but who knows? I don't know. I'm exactly where I remember being, and these systems have been colonized. I mean, look at all the colonization. So no one's found it? Seriously, no one's found it. I mean, literally, it's littered with systems that are colonized already, and no one's found it, unless they moved it, right? And I'm in this location I'm supposed to be. There's Majandi right there. So I'm headed towards that general direction, but I don't see. What's this? There's a few X'd out systems here. But these are not for colonization. And they're red dwarf type M stars. There's another one. There's another one. And these are prohibited from colonization. So maybe people haven't found it because they're not allowed to go into the system. Like right now, there's one right in my path. This one. Pegasi Sector PXT3. It's 18 light years away. So maybe I should actually plot the systems that have been X'd out, heading towards Majandi. That might be a thing to do, because that means it hasn't been colonized, so that means that they're not going to scan it either. Yeah, I think so. That could be a possibility. So I'm in the general direction. So here's LHS 3447. This is where I started. So I'm below that medium, right? And then I'm going in the direction of 7 o'clock. So I'm actually going in the right direction. My Moby Dick. Where are you, Moby? Actually, let's... How many systems is that? Let's do economical. Let's see. I think that's a better idea. I think that's actually a better idea. Is that I look for X'd out worlds, because most of these systems have been scanned, right? Yeah, like there's 3 up here. Super Cruise deactivated. Did I just pass by the damn place? Where am I going? No, I don't want to go past this. I want to go to Speedy. Where's Speedy? Yeah, so that could be a possibility. So what I can do is do the X'd out worlds, because they're not going to be actually allowed to colonize those. And so if you're not allowed to colonize them, you're not going to go and scan them. You're not going to actually go and look them over. So that could be a possibility. That's a thought. Maybe I'll do that, but that'll be next time. Not now. Well, we gotta thank this commander for building this Coriolis here. Let's land and turn in our data and see how much money we made. Probably not much. This is a... What is this, a water world? Oh, God. Do you guys hate me? Why do you build this? Oh my God. I'm not fast enough to beat these things. I'm gonna get whacked. I'm gonna get whacked. I'm gonna get whacked. Alright, I made it. Alright, so I think that's a strategy, because I'm wondering why no one has actually found it yet. And so I'm thinking that the X'd out worlds, the X'd out systems, are going to be the ones to try to find Raxxla in, because no one's going to actually scan those systems because they can't colonize it. So they're going to leave it alone. So as a strategy, maybe I should just do X'd out worlds. But we'll do that for another day. Let's see. So you guys turned in your stuff. So we got... I made 130 million on this guy. Plus the cargo rack. Guardians of Harmony. Probably didn't make much because I didn't scan much, so... And they're unavailable. Serves me right. Maybe I'll swap out it for a CO. Because she's mighty slow. And I'll still do local. What do you guys think? Frame shift. Still the original frame shift drive. Oh look, I got 2 DSCO. To ESCO. Well, that's a little better. Let's do 2D. Can I still do local? Let me see. I want to plot out for that one place and see what it looks like. Yeah, I already plotted it out. I should actually look for X'd out worlds, X'd out systems. Okay, one jump to go there. We're not going to do any local. Let's go there. I have a feeling. That's kind of like what we're looking for. Seven planets, and it's X'd out. Somebody's been here already. First footfall, Trinity Star. Old Mickey over here. So they've been here already. So there's no Raxxla here. But it's you can't actually colonize this system. Okay, let's see another one. There's 3 up here, 4. All right, let's see what we can find. I mean, my opinion is that we should have found it by now. That's the whole thing. I've said online, like, okay, you don't have to believe me, but this year they'll find Raxxla because it's impossible not to. Everybody's colonizing. They're colonizing in every direction. This area is littered with stars but colonized. I mean, just every system's almost done. But there are some that have zero. They're not allowed to colonize, so they're not allowed to colonize. Okay, this one has nothing. Yeah, that's the problem with these. It's like, okay, this is another system, primary anarchy, uncolonized. That's something strange. Look at that over there. First map by. So somebody's been there already. Afflabite. Afflabite. What a nice name. Alright, let's go. We'll just do one more location and then figure out what we're gonna do after that. But I'll continue. I don't know whether to stream it or do it on my own. If I do end up finding it, I definitely will make a video of it, documented, because people are saying I'm full of shit when I talk to them. So I'm probably the most honest person you'll ever meet. Okay. Oof, this one's massive system. Whoever got this one is good. Well, this is a previous. Okay, let's see. What do you have here in this? Wow. Very nice. Has a water whirl. We can come back to it. How far away is it? 138. Close by. Okay. I know this is not too exciting. It isn't. It's not very exciting. But if I had a team, if I had more people working with me, we had all like scanned the system surrounding it, we got enough people looking at it, seeing every system. But now I'm thinking that The only systems I actually need to scan are the ones that have not been, that are not allowed to be colonized. The X'd out systems. If you're doing, if not even exploration, but if you're doing even trading and you have a DSS on your ship, you should have one actually. And you get into a system and you got an Earth-like world or water world or ammonia world, just scan it. It's easy money. Okay, because then you just need to go to another system 20 light years away and you basically turn in the data and you got yourself, what is it, 2 million, 3 million for a scan? So like in a bubble, all these systems that have names, that have specific names, they change the name, so they already have an Earth-like world there. You can definitely be assured that you can actually find an Earth-like world there, scanning it and then turning in the data. You make money off of it. Isn't this fantastic? Look at this thing. Just, you're landing in a massive structure. This is fantastic. What game do you have stuff like this in? A game that works. I'm not talking about Star Citizen. Alright. Let's turn in the data. Let's see how much we made. Not much, probably. Oh, 15 million. Oh, that's good. The other day we made 5, so that's 20. That's not bad. I'll take it. See that once the one water world that I scan is worth 2.7 million. Okay. So, alright, I'm gonna stop here and call it for tonight. So we did a few systems. I'm kind of having an idea that I'm going to actually do the ones that have not been colonized. The X'd out worlds, because they haven't been colonized or been scanned for colonization. So I'll continue probably some other day on this route because I have it saved. I have this route saved so I can go and do it from the location I actually left off. Anyway, it's been a pleasure seeing you guys. I'm sorry that this was a little boring, but there's more exciting things to come. I'm building the new Corsair tank, and then I'll be doing some conflict zones. Hopefully, I can get a power play conflict with Grom somewhere. I really enjoyed those. Alright guys, 07. You have a great day and great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, I'll be on tomorrow too. See you then.